All right, we're here with Brian Battaglia. Brian you are the new Skilled Trades Education Director for Great Trail Council.
Yes,
we
that's
have
correct.
this great new program that we're starting here in the council for the skilled trades. So why don't you talk a little bit about the program and what it is, why we're doing it, and what all is involved with it.
Sure. Well, thank you for having me today. This is a great opportunity to be here, and I never miss an opportunity to tell everybody what we're building here. Something new, something novel at the Great Trail Council. Never been tried anywhere else in the country, to our knowledge, especially to the scope of which we're building this. So the Skilled Trades Education Program is designed to be able to introduce 6th grade through 9th grade students to the skilled trades of carpentry, electrical, plumbing, HVAC, welding, and we're also going to be building a 3D CAD design computer lab in our brand new Skilled Trades Education Center to be built right at Camp Manitowoc, and which I'm sure everybody's fond of and familiar with. So the program is going to be designed not only for scouting, but we're going to be able to leverage scouting's 115 years of experience and training and the backbone of what we've done for such a long time in delivering merit badge curriculum to scouts throughout the country, to be able to use that same framework to be able to offer those classes to middle school and high school aged students in 85 school districts throughout Northeast Ohio.
Yeah, and I think you said that's something like well over 100,000 potential students that are in that age demographic that could come out here for programs. So there is a new building going up. You mentioned before, the Skilled Trades Education Center. It's at Camp Manitowoc. It is on the old sport field.
Correct.
Next to maintenance, across from the Young Explorer Lodge, just to give everybody a little geography of where it is. You actually have started construction.
Yes,
there are shovels in the ground. You actually have some footers poured, and some walls will be going up in the next couple of weeks. Talk about the building itself, and first of all, when's it going to open, and what if I go in the building, what am I expecting to see once I'm in there?
All very good questions. So Welty construction is well underway in, as you mentioned, in building the building. Fortunately, we've been very lucky with the weather that we've had here. I know it's been dry in Northeast Ohio, but
when it comes to construction,
when it comes to new construction projects like this is exactly what we needed. So things are working in our favor. So the building is designed, as you mentioned, it's going to be in the old sports field across from the Young Explorer Lodge, right next to the maintenance building. And that area up there is deep into camp, so obviously our visitors will be bringing in, be able to drive through camp as they come back to visit us for the day, and be able to see some of the other the finer points of Manitowoc as they come visit us. When they come in for the programming, students will be able to come in through the doors. Now, not only students, when I say students, anybody who's going through the program, so whether it's one of the school students or through the scouting units that are there. School students programming, I guess I should clarify, that will be structured through the school district. So they'll either be coming in for a 1, a 3, or a 5-day class in each one of those disciplines, whichever ones their district chooses. However, we're able to use the resources and the tools and the information, also the level of instruction that this program is providing, to be able to help scouts in their search and continual quest to be able to earn as many merit badges as they can. So scouting units will be able to come in for either unit-specific days, training, or even long weekends. So let's say a unit wants to come in, join us for a Friday night and stay through the end of the day on Sunday. They can stay at the Young Explorer Lodge or at any one of the sites that they'd like, and come spend the day with us on Saturday and Sunday morning, or even Friday night, working on merit badges in the Trade Center. So whether they opt to do a high level of instruction in welding, or work on some CAD design and some drafting, carpentry, we can do some plumbing, whatever that unit wishes to work on and do, we can accommodate those requests.
So from the student standpoint, if I'm a middle school student, this is more than just a field trip.
Oh yes.
You're talking, you said 1, 3, 5-day programs. So they're going to be fully immersed, and there will be, not only for the middle school, but for troops as well, there's going to be resources from the building trades that will be working with them on these. That's correct?
Yes.
Talk about some of these, because we have some partnerships that we've established already, and there's some more that you're working towards. Talk about some of those partnerships that we have with these various building trades, whether it's unions or businesses that are going to be coming?
So there's a number of that kind of ties into the funding. Where did we get the money to pay for all
There you
this?
go.
So the largest chunk of the funding came from the state of Ohio, which was a $750,000 grant through as a result of Senate Bill 2. That went a very long way in helping us with the actual construction of the building itself. JW Dadato Electric has sponsored us for $200,000 in a donation. There are I'd have to get the complete list, but we probably have, at this point, about $1.6 million raised for the program, and we're targeting a total of around $3 million to include the initial operating costs for the first year. So,
Now, talk about for a minute. So there's a partnership that is being worked on, whatever word you might call it, with the U.S. Navy.
correct.
So
Yeah.
talk about that. That's pretty exciting because it sounds like we're the first council to have this sort of partnership with the Navy.
Yeah, and we'll, fortunately, I can give enough information about this. Not that
There's
it's
more to
classified
come,
or anything,
yeah.
but the ink isn't quite dry yet on the paperwork. But the great news is through the United States Navy's initiative to rebuild the Defense Industrial Base. We've been able to approach them, and they've learned about our program, and they are going to be sponsoring the program as well. So will end up being a very major contributor towards the program. With the details, hopefully I'll be able to announce formally to you this time next month.
Yeah, we'll look forward to that. What is talk about a typical day. So if a middle school student is coming out, a school is choosing a particular discipline that they're going to, let's say it's plumbing
Explore,
or carpentry,
yeah.
whatever it happens to be.
Yeah.
What's a typical day going to look like for them?
So the answer to that is it depends, and part of the reason for that is when you look at the amount of travel time that a student from Mahoning Valley might have to be able to get to the Skilled Trade Center. Obviously, they have a finite start and end to the school day, so we have to account for travel time for students that are coming a longer distance as opposed to ones that might be in the Hudson District or Stowe or a local area here. So we have to account for that travel time. The good part is the programming has afforded us that flexibility to be able to customize the program for the school districts on whatever they want. Now, in the research leading up to this, one of the universals that every one of the professionals in those trades industries had said is that 3D CAD design is almost a precursor, a must for every single one of them. You need to learn how to design or how a design works for whether it's a plumbing design, electrical design, framing design for carpentry. So you need to understand how to read a set of plans and be able to take measurements and be able to follow a prescribed set of instructions, and also to be able to see how all the systems and parts within a construction project work together, how they work in concert to be able to come up with your finished product. So the 3D CAD lab program is going to be a big one. That the software is going to be cloud-based. It's going to be interactive, so you might have two students that are working on the plumbing design for a building, and two students are working on electrical design, and then two other students are working on the computer for the HVAC side of a building, and they're all working on the same project simultaneously. To be able to go in there and move, I got to move this ductwork because my partner over here has the plumbing going over here, but the plumbing guy realizes that he can't have his plumbing there because the electrical guy has his stuff. So working in concert together as a team. So the 3D CAD is going to be significant. Probably the area that I am most excited about is the welding lab. So this welding lab that we're building, we're going to be able to teach kids as young as 6th graders not only MIG welding, but we'll have the opportunity to be able to do stick and TIG welding as well. This lab is pretty impressive. So the amount of forethought and planning that went into the lab, and some of the support we've had from O.E. Meyer, which is a distributor for Lincoln Electric, for them to be able to come in and offer their support in the planning and preparation has been huge in that as well.
Yeah, that's great.
So the programming will be set however the school districts want to do it. If they want to do a brief amount of time on the 3D CAD design, and then move them over to plumbing or electronics, or doing an electricity type project, we can customize that, not only based on what the school districts want, but also what our instructors that we'll be bringing in have the ability and time to be able to customize to their needs.
That sounds great. A lot of great stuff coming.
Yeah.
Let's talk for a minute about the why. So why are we doing this?
Oh, very good question.
We know that there's obviously a need in the more people in the building trades. But why us?
Excellent,
why
excellent
do we
question.
want to
Yeah.
be doing this?
So there's several reasons why. Well, first of all, I think anecdotally, I think all of us have heard that we have a gap in the trades education, but being able to prove that empirically has become difficult. So you actually look at the Bureau of Labor Statistics projections of not only where we're at right now with employment in the skilled trades, the traditional skilled trades, but you look at what their projections are moving forward. Our low point is actually not now. It's projected to be in 2029. So conversely, you look at the amount of money that has been earmarked through the Bipartisan Infrastructure Act to be able to come in for supporting all these large regional and national infrastructure projects. We're going to have all this funding available for these shovel-ready jobs and projects, but no skilled laborers, and definitely a shortage of skilled laborers to be able to perform this work. So that's one. Number two, you look at the fact that college enrollment is down over the last 15 years nationally. You look at the fact that the amount of college tuition a student's loan is at an astronomical all-time high right now. You also look at the fact that a lot of parents have kids that are graduating high school or close to graduating high school, and they're starting to evaluate, am I going to be helping to send my kid to get a degree in a area they may end up never being employed, right? Is that degree a tangible, useful degree that can be able to go on and help them be a successful adult, realistically, right? So those are factors as well. And then also there's ample research that tells us that as young as the sixth grade, kids are starting to get out of the mindset that they want to grow up to be Superman, or they want to do something that's not realistic. And they start to look at role models, adult role models in their lives, and opportunities of what a future career for them might be. When you look at the fact that a kid can graduate from high school with a diploma, enter into an apprenticeship program through an accredited apprenticeship program, give 4 years of their time, or a couple years at a time in an apprenticeship program before becoming a journeyman, and by the end of those 4 years potentially be making $45 to $50 an hour, not have any college debt, have already been in a pension program for 4 years, and have already had access to health care for 4 years.
That's really big, to be able to come out fully trained with no debt, and in all likelihood a job already lined up.
Correct. Yeah.
You're not the 4-year college graduate that is now working at Starbucks trying to figure out.
Correct.
Nothing against Starbucks, but trying to figure out, okay, what am I going to do next?
Right. And we're not under any delusions that we think that every kid comes through this program is going to want to go into the trades. But even the ones that, which reality would be the overwhelming majority of them, are probably not going to go into the trades. But all the kids that do go through a program like this, whether they're school students or scouts, at least come away from this experience with a greater appreciation of what it takes to go and make this country run. Right? What are the things that that go on behind the scenes that make a building, that keep a building operational, to keep electricity flowing, all of those things. So they come away with a greater appreciation. This program is meant to pique their interest, just kind of whet their interest, to allow them to explore. This is a potential future opportunity for them. If it works and they're excited, when they leave the program, after the 10th grade, this acts as a natural segue to be able to send them into the existing CTE, the career technical education programs, traditionally called vocational education programs, that already exist in our school districts throughout the state. Those programs don't start, though, typically until the 11th, 12th grade. So this is meant to fill that gap, spark an interest early, to be able to help those programs and be able to potentially set a kid up for a very rewarding future experience.
Sure, that's great. This is not a Scouting America program. In that it's a program that is just being delivered, but not necessarily but beyond the merit badges that troops can earn. How does this align, though, with the aims and methods of Scouting America?
Yeah, so it aligns a lot closer than what a lot of people think. First of all, the fact, like I mentioned, we have 115 years of experience of being able to bring this type of programming to this exact demographic. Kids in the 6th through 9th, 10th grades are obviously a significant portion of our target population when it comes to scouting. We've got, if you look at the merit badges that we have traditionally offered, almost all of them are career-based.
Yes.
If I want to take chemistry merit badge, or life-saving merit badge, or pet care, whatever it may be, there is a tangible career that is aligned with that merit badge for the most part. So this is, like I said, it's a unique opportunity to be able to leverage our experience and the skill set that Scouting America has, and be able to offer it to a wider population for the benefit of all. it's become a little difficult in the fact that fundraising has become a bit of a struggle for us because we're unique. So I'll hit on this real quick.
Sure.
There's a lot of funding that's available out there right now for technical education programs that support immediate job readiness, career readiness. So the funding goes out to the program, the student graduates from the program and goes right into a career readiness or into an apprenticeship program. Obviously, we don't have 10th graders that are ready to begin an apprenticeship program.
Right.
So we're not available, that funding is not available to us. The flip side of that is there is a lot of CTE and vocational ed funding that's available for organizations that are supporting the trades. However, that funding tends to be directly tied to an accredited educational institution, which technically we're not. So we've kind of fallen in a void in between, even though our interests align with both of those and ultimately support each other. It's become more difficult for us to qualify for some state and federal grants and even some regional grants as well. So as a result, we've had to be a little bit creative as far as the fundraising goes, and constantly out there trying to beat this drum that if you are interested and able to be able to contribute to the program, we're certainly willing to take your phone call.
Yeah, so you had said you're about 1.6 million towards the 3 million target.
Correct.
What are some of the donors that you're looking to attract? Because there's still plenty of fundraising opportunities for this. I know there's some naming opportunities for some of the building and the classrooms. What sort of donors are you looking to attract for this?
Well, the short answer to that is yes.
Okay.
Those are the types of donors we're looking for. So, we're looking for in-kind contributions and donations. Any company that is either in the trades or even ones that are in manufacturing. There's a lot of businesses that are in the manufacturing sector that are looking at the skills and traits that we're teaching these students, and they're going, well, wait, we're not in the construction trades, but we need individuals with those skill sets as well.
Sure.
So we're looking to construction companies, manufacturing companies, anybody out there that has the ability or wherewithal to be able to get material for us. Everything from construction material to be able to work on projects, from pipe to tools. Tools are a huge thing. There's an entire list of tools that we need to be able to put in the students' hands to be able to go through so they can do the programming.
You need a lot of hammers and screwdrivers.
A lot of hammers and screwdrivers, and those would be in-kind donations. So be a donation if they donated the tools. The fair market value amount of what that donation would be is the monetary equivalent. So we're also looking for donors to be able to offset the cost of the tuition. So the school districts, there will be a nominal charge per student, per pupil, to be able to offset the cost of instruction on our end and offset the cost of materials as well. So we're looking for, I guess, scholarship type sponsorships where the individuals would donate their money that would specifically go to materials or supplies that the students would use in their projects to take home with them.
Okay. And if there are businesses or individuals that are looking to do sponsorships, what method? How can they contact you to do that?
The easiest way is to send me an email at brian.battaglia@scouting.org. So that's BRIAN.Battaglia, B as in boy, ATTAGLIA @scouting.org.
Okay. Talk about event. Are there any events coming up?
Probably the biggest event at this point that we are planning for definitively is summer camp. We will be fully geared up for summer camp next year. And the programming that's going to be made available at the Trade Center is going to be exclusively for summer camp participants, where that's not going to be open to anybody but scouting units that are here at camp. So we're hoping that some of our friends from other councils in the area choose to look at Manitowoc as an exciting place to visit this year, and we'll teach you how to weld.
Okay.
So,
what's the timeline looking for the completion of this? I mean, obviously you're at the concrete footers phase.
Yeah.
I think the walls were going to be going up in the next week or two, from what you had said.
Yep.
What are we looking for as far as a timeline, provided the weather holds out?
So we always have to, hope Mother Nature continues to cooperate with us. But projected completion for us to be under roof is about the middle of December.
Okay.
Once that happens, we're going to need some time to be able to outfit all of the labs with the furniture and the tooling that is needed for the programming. Because this program has never been done before, there's a big learning curve, not only for us from an administrative standpoint and the things that I do as the director for the program, but also for the instructors themselves. So being able to bring instructors in, be able to get them adjusted to and acclimated to the curriculum that we've developed, the program that we've developed, we need a beta. So we're going to start out with a couple of units. probably local scouting units that come in. We'll run them through each one of the programming, adjust the programming as needed. Once that occurs, we're going to start expanding concentrically out to initially school districts immediately in the area here, small groups to be able to bring them in as we can start to spool the programming up. By the start, I would say by the middle of next semester for students, so we're looking at April or so, we'll probably be running 60 to 70 kids through the program a week. By the end of year 3, our target is between 5,000 and 7,000 kids a year.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's really good. The building itself, how many square foot?
I'd have to go back, and you don't quote me on the exact square footage. I have to go back and look at it because we had to change the plans a number of times now to meet with the parks requirements. So.
Okay. And how many classrooms inside there?
So
Roughly,
we're gonna.
I looked like 5 or 6 when I saw the floor plan.
Yep. So we're gonna have so on the website will be a copy of the floor plan. You can take a look at what we have going on. But there'll be a 3D CAD design computer lab. We've got 2 Promethean smart boards we'll be bringing in there too as well. So the ability to give presentations and instruction is going to be very flexible for us.
And the middle schoolers all know about smart boards.
Oh, they sure do. Yeah, they probably run them better than we can.
That's right.
The classroom right next to that is going to be the welding lab. There's going to be a 5-booth welding bay in the welding lab. The main room down the center is kind of a common multi-purpose room, primarily designed for carpentry, but it's going to have us the flexibility so that we can bring out the electrical projects, we can bring out plumbing projects for larger space to be able to use that common room. The entire building will be fitted for air, so we'll have pneumatic tool power throughout the building. We'll have drop-down retractable cord reels throughout the building as well for each one of the project stations. The 2 other rooms that are incorporated in there that would have general access is a plumbing room and storage room, and then also a standoff carpentry room and electronics room as well.
Oh,
so.
right. Well, I'm excited about this. I'm hopefully, it sounds like you are very excited to be doing this.
Amazingly excited, yes.
Yeah. So troops, this is going to be a big thing for you. There'll be weekend opportunities for you to come out, kind of like we do at Manitowoc with the range and target activities. Same thing, you'll be able to schedule time out there. Plus, it'll be fully operational for summer camp for all of the building trades merit badges that we offer. So, Brian, thank you for coming. Thank you for doing this with us.
Thank you.
We're looking forward to it. And good luck, and we'll see you out at camp in a couple weeks.
Excited to see you all visit me at the Trade Center.
All right.